So I recently downloaded the beta for the new Avengers game, and yeah, this game, in my opinion, isn't very good. But the game comes out in a few weeks, so I doubt a lot of changes can be done to the game to make it much better. Before you crucify me in the comments, let me start by saying I am a massive Marvel fan, and, like the majority of you, try to be very optimistic about this game. When the first gameplay trailer was unveiled, I thought it looked stale, but thought, you can't judge a game by its trailer. When the beta was active, I refused to pre-order the game in order to get access, but realised my favourite discount game code website, Instant Gaming, was selling keys for under £2 and thought to myself, yeah, why not? The game itself plays okay enough, I guess, but I feel like it is designed in a way that does not suit superheroes. It is simply not what I want from a superhero title. The game's systems are very similar to Destiny, in that it has a single player campaign, multiplayer missions which can be played like Destiny Strikes, with players online or with bots. Players can collect gear, they have a base level and a gear level, similar to OG Destiny 2 and the first Destiny title, and some other similarities. Now, when you think of superhero games, each game, in my opinion, needs to be tailored and designed around each superhero's power set. When you design a game that has to accommodate a number of different superheroes with a vast array of different powers, they end up all feeling the same, as they all need to be balanced. This is what I initially feared when I found out that the game was to be a game similar to Destiny, and while this may be fine for some, I don't like it. Now, Destiny is another game which I feel can be a lot better than it currently is. I feel like the way it is designed limits it, but that in itself is a whole different video. However, the gunplay in Destiny is amazing, and it is easily one of the best feeling shooters to date. The gunplay is so good, it elevates the rest of the game and makes grinding a bit less tedious and at times even fun-ish. Compare this to Avengers, however, and although the gameplay isn't awful, there are countless games that have better combat systems. Getting gear feels weird for certain characters as well. For some characters it's just plain stupid. Now, I understand the necessity to add this in from a game design standpoint, but once again, feel the formula does not lend itself well to an Avengers game. The gameplay itself is serviceable, but some characters just feel a lot better to play as than others. The square button is for light attacks, the triangle button is for strong attacks, and holding the triangle button allows players to do a charged strong attack. You have special abilities that recharge over time while you're fighting that can be activated using L1 or R1, I believe it was. And each character had an ultimate ability, which of course, like the name implies, usually would clear a room or deal massive amounts of damage. Very similar to, say, Anthem. Hulk is one of my favourite Marvel characters, and he is my most disliked superhero to play as in the beta. He feels, for lack of a better word, squishy instead of strong. If you look at a game like Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which of course is only a Hulk game, so it's going to be designed in a way, like I previously said, for the Hulk character, you felt powerful in that game. Even though it could be difficult at certain points and overwhelming, you still felt like you were the Hulk. Compare it to the Avengers game and it's night and day. Iron Man feels slow and clunky, and yes, he should to some degree, but jumping in the air and jetting off does not have that oomph that it should have. Hitting enemies and throwing Thor's hammer sounds the part and even feels because of the controller's feedback, but when you're looking at what's actually happening on screen, it just feels weak. Once again, I know this is due to the type of game that it is, but this further reinforces my point. I don't think the Destiny, Anthem, MMO-like, whatever you want to call it, type formula fits well for an Avengers title. My favourite characters to play with were Captain America and Miss Marvel. I did not get to play as Cap for long, so if I had, maybe he would be lower on my list, but from what I remember, he felt best. Miss Marvel was definitely second. I am not fond of the character. Well, to be honest, that's mainly because I don't know a lot about her, but I enjoyed playing as her more so than Iron Man and definitely Hulk. People like playing superhero games because of the whole superhero experience, that being their power sets, the way they traverse the environment, their stories, etc, etc, but you want to feel like you are the hero. When you're playing as Spider-Man, you want to be able to swing around skyscrapers or tall structures and have the freedom to go anywhere and, fight crime. When you're playing as the Hulk, you want to be able to jump around the city, run around at speed. When you're playing as Iron Man, you want to be able to jet around in his suit, flying around, maybe even underwater. You can't do any of that in this game so far. And if you can, it will probably be a set piece in a mission. And I personally feel that that's where they've gone wrong. It feels like the game was designed in a way that can be easily monetized and that more content could easily be added, as opposed to it being designed in a way that would engage the players and make the players feel like their favourite superheroes. It was clearly designed as a product and not a game. I'm not going to go on and on, as of course it is a beta and I need to play more of the game until I can form a full opinion. There may definitely be a market for this game, and for some, I'm sure this game will be a lot of fun. Running around with friends as you all jump into battle can be exhilarating, but once the initial buzz of doing so wears off, the game quickly becomes tedious. In conclusion, I came to realise that if it was not an Avengers game, I would not have even given it the time of day. Have any of you played the Avengers Beta? Let us know what you think in the comments below. I have been Nai, this has been Zoned. For more videos, please subscribe to our channel, hit that like button too, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for viewing our content and we'll see you on the next video.